Hey guys, Ben America's Baseball Camps here, just touching base in regards to looking at your swing mechanics from the President's Day camp. Thanks for coming to camp. And just going over a few things that I saw mechanically that I think you can maybe work on for the season. We wish you the best this year, and let's go ahead and get started here. So let's go ahead and back you up and talk about a couple things mechanically in regards to our setup. Everything looks pretty good. I would like for you to get a little bit more athletic in your stance. And what I mean by that is let's bend our knees a little bit more. Let's take this foot and put it out towards there. Let's get a little bit wider and have your toes kind of turned in a little bit. I think that's going to help you get yourself and engage your lower half a little bit more, so to get you a little bit more athletic. Because I think if we're more flexed, and I think we're going to be hitting the ball farther, engaging our lower half, so that's just one thing on your stance that I see. As far as for your hands are in a good spot. Your bat angle's fine. Your eyes are on the baseball, and everything else looks in pretty good shape. So that's in regards to our stance. So let's go ahead and go to our next phase of our analysis, and that's going to be our stride foot. A couple things that we do see here. You can see, watch that front foot as it begins to go step. You'll see it begin to open up. And it's very important for that thing to land a little bit closed. You can see right now that both feet are pointing out. And right now in our swing, you want both feet to be pointing a little bit in. So we need to take this back foot here, turn that in a little bit, and when you stride with your front foot, right now your front foot, you're showing your heel to these guys on deck. And what I would want to do is I would want to show your heel to these guys over here. And that's going to keep you closed. It's going to keep your knees inside of your feet, and it's going to give you a lot more power, because right now I'm going to turn into all arms when I swing and not engage my lower half. The other thing that we have to make sure when we do is we rotate our hips. You can see this back foot's not rotated, and we got to take this hip into the front hip. And if we can make sure that this front side is firm and this close off this front leg, it's going to help us do that by rotating our hips into a firm front side. So it's just something to work on here. So at the end of your swing, you can see a couple things. One is we got to make sure that that toe is pointing more towards this dugout, the first base dugout over here. You can see it's almost pointing at the pitcher. And then this back foot to be completely rotated. You can see that it didn't rotate. And just really get on that ball of that foot and really turn, and that's going to help for your hips. So that's some big things to do in regards to just taking it step by step. Get yourself a tee or get on a tee, and you can really work through those few things just step by step. So I'd start with your stance, from your getting yourself a little bit wider. Knees are going to be in. Get yourself on a tee and just work on lots of tee work, and just work on being consistent at each part of your swing. So your stance and then your stride foot. Get your stride foot and stop. And just put your foot down. Make sure you can see on this foot that it's really open. And make sure you put your foot down and you hold it there. At this point of your swing, you also want your hands to be nice and high. And you can see your hands dropped on you a little bit. As I come into swing, that one you did a little bit better. You still see how open that front foot is, but your head's on the baseball good, but you can see the key is this front foot of how much that's open, and that really needs to be closed to get yourself to stay really strong on the baseball. You can see at the end how it really opens up. So that swing was good. He hit that ball well, and made a big difference from the swing before. But we really got to work on keeping that front side closed. And at the end of your swing, try to freeze and finish, so you can kind of get yourself in a habit of not falling over after or kind of stumbling afterwards. You can really hold and stick your landing. Let's check out this next one. That one's pretty good. Again, front foot's a little bit open. The other thing I see on this is you can see this bent of the front knee. And at contact, that's really got to be firm. So instead of this arc here and this bend, let's really make sure that this is nice and firm and more of a straight leg at contact compared to a bent one. You can see when I do that, that's what's happening to the pitchers. Are going to want you to do that, because that turns your swing into a lot of arms. So make sure that that front side is firm. So just watch this video over and over again, and that's kind of the big thing that I see in regards to your swing of some stuff you can work on, and just take it step by step. Watch this a bunch of times. Make sure those 6, 7 things that we talked about, and just go through a lot of soft toss, a lot of tee work, and live, and just make sure you're going step by step of your stance, your land foot, your contact of what you need to look like, and holding your finish. And that's going to be the thing that's going to really help you move forward. So hopefully this helped you out. Have a great season, and we look forward to seeing you back at camp real soon.